Hello, viewers. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. For returning subscribers, you're welcome back. And if you're tuning in for the first time, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Winnie, and I make sewing tutorials to help you step up your sewing game. So, without wasting much of your time, today I'll be teaching you guys how to make a kimono bubu with a shawl built-up collar. So guys, this kind of collar is some people find it a little bit complex. So but the reason why I'm doing this tutorial is so that after watching it you can find it very easy to make. To make this design, I'm going to be using just a half yard of satin for my shawl collar design. But for the main fabric, guys, I'll be using 2 yards. And I'll be making this a little bit shorter than normal. Not midi this time around and not a full length, but a knee length. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel so that you can catch up with beautiful videos like this from time to time. So let's get started immediately. So guys, like I said before, I'm making use of 2 yards of Ankara fabric for this tutorial. And the first thing I did was to divide my 2 yards into 2 equal halves and so separate 1 yard. I'll be using 1 yard for the front and 1 yard for the back. And now we'll be starting with the back because the back is easier and straightforward. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, guys, is to draft my start line, which is usually 1 inch, depending on what you want to do, depending on your projects or what you want to do. But for this, 1 inch away from the edge of the fabric. And then I'll be connecting. I'll be marking my across back, which is 7.5. I'll be marking my neck. My neck width, which is 3.5. I'll be marking my neck depth, which is 1 inch. I'll be doing my curve. Guys, this area is very important because you would need to measure this and keep the measurements. Most times it's usually 4 inches. So you just measure it this way. I hope you can see what I'm doing, guys. Just measure it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, it's 4 inches. And take a pen and just jot it down somewhere. You will need that measurement sooner or later. Guys, I'm drafting my 1 inch shoulder slope. And then after doing that, I'll be taking I'll be drafting my shoulder slope as well. That's the length of my sleeve. I want it to be around 9 inches, not too much. That's around this side. So I'll be connecting this way. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm connecting back to my neckline. I'll be taking note of my sleeve opening. I don't want my sleeve opening to be too wide, so I'll be making use of just 9 inches. You can do lower than that if you want, or do more than that if you want. And then after this, I'll be taking note of my hip measurements, my hip line. So my hip line should be around 24 inches. I just mark all the way. I'm taking my hip line because this will help me to know how wide I want or the kind of allowance I want to add to my bubu or my kimono bubu. And then I'll be marking my hip. My hip measurement is 8 inches. And then I think I want to add 2.5, which is okay by me. I don't want it to be so big. And then the next thing I'll be doing, guys, is to take note of where I want my dress to stop. Like I said, I want a knee length, and so I should be doing around 39 or 40. So I'll be marking 40 inches. Then I'll be adding 2 inches extra just for allowance. That's 42. I'll be connecting with a straight line, and then, guys, after connecting with a straight line, I'll be imputing what I marked here, 8 inches and 2.5. That's a total of 10.5. I'll be connecting this with a straight line, guys. And then finally, I'll be connecting this with a curve from the sleeve opening to the hip line. So guys, I'll be having my shoulders slope seam, which is what I'm adding now. After that, I'll also add my seam allowance at the neckline. And then my back fabric is ready. I can go ahead and cut out. And so after cutting out, we'll be drafting the pattern for the shawl built up neckline, the shawl built up collar. That'll be the next thing we're going to do before we would now use it to cut out the front. Guys, it's time for us to draft the pattern for our built up shawl collar. So the first thing you're going to do is to fold your paper into 2 equal halves, like so. My paper is folded already into 2 equal halves. Guys, make sure that the total length of your collar, of your paper, is going to be enough. Don't use a very short paper because of the kind of design we're trying to achieve. Let your paper be, the length of the paper when after folding be as long as maybe 25 inches, so that this design will not stop and start afresh. So that is the first thing to do, is to mark 5 inches away from the edge of the paper as the start line. So guys, after that, from that start line or shoulder line, the next thing we're going to do is to mark the chest line, which is 9 inches from the shoulder line, and then we'll extend. I hope you can see what I'm doing, guys. running out of ink again. And then after that, you'll be marking the shoulder line. Mine is 16. Sorry, the waistline, I mean. Mine is 16 inches from the shoulder line. So I'll be marking 16 inches, and then I'll be extending the line. And the next thing I'm going to do is to mark 2 inches after the waistline. And then I'll extend as well, just 2 inches after the waistline. Though you can actually this can be adjusted depending on what you want to do. But after learning the basic today, you can extend the line, you can increase the line, just do whatever you feel is fine by you. So after that, we're going to be drafting the back neck line for a few minutes before we now start the front. We're doing the two on the pattern, but mostly the front. So let's start with the back. For the back, we have 3.5 inches width. So yeah, 3.5 inches width. And we're marking it this way. And the depth is actually 1 inch. So 3.5 inches wide and 1 inch deep. After doing this, we'll be curving like so. After curving, just make sure that the total of the curve, the back neck curve is equal to 4. And from what I'm saying, I got 4 inches. So just make sure you record it. Record 4 inches just below the neckline. Don't forget that we have done 4 inches on the back part, and so everything is corresponding. So guys, the next thing we're going to do is to mark the shoulder line. My shoulder line is 7.5. The shoulder line, that's the across back divided by 2. My across back is 15 inches. 15 inches divided by 2 is 7.5. 7.5. So I'm marking 7. And after that, I'll be marking 1 inch below that. I'll be connecting that back to my neckline, my neck. So guys, after achieving that, the next thing we're going to do is from this point, that's at this point where the shoulder slope and the neck depth meets, which is here, we're marking 4 inches upward. You can do broken lines before you connect. Then just make sure it's 4 inches. You're doing 4 inches because we've measured our back neckline and we've seen that it's 4 inches. So we're inputting that 4 inches upward like so. So guys, after doing that, next thing we're going to do is to mark 1.25 backward from the end of the 4 inches. And that is it here. And then the next thing we're going to do again is to mark. The next thing we're going to do is to draw a straight line from that 1.25 back to the neckline like so. So guys, after drawing that, the next thing we're going to do is to mark 4 inches from that line, the line that we move backward to achieve this line. Mark 4 inches on it again. After marking 4 inches on it, we'll be connecting from this spot to the first one, like so. So guys, after doing that, measure from here to here to make sure that the neck width is 1.25. And it's actually 1.25. So that's mistake. So guys, the next thing we're going to do is to mark our neck depth. Our back is ready. Our back neckline is ready. So we'll be marking our front neck depth, which is 8.5. This is it. And then we're connecting it back to this junction, like so. So that after doing that, remember this line, we'll be connecting from this points where this first 4 inches is stopping. We'll connect that place back to the neck front neck depth, like so. So guys, after doing this, next thing we're going to do is to cut out. This paper is on full, so because we want to draft the front design, so guys, opening this up, and we have so the next thing we're going to do is to extend the lines to the other part of the paper. So guys, I've opened my paper into two. So guys, but before I continue, I want to let you know that for my color, I extended it to 1.75, like so. It's very easy. Just place a paper under this area and then measure 1.75, 1.75, mark it, then from there just connect it back to your V neckline. That's all. I just extended. I want my collar to be bolder than what I have, so that's what I did. So if you want to leave yours like that, you can leave yours like that and try it out and see how it will be. So guys, the next thing, before extending the lines to this side of the paper, the next thing we're going to do is to take out this excess here at the shoulder. So let's do that. And don't forget, this is our slant line. Yeah, the slant line. So that's where we're cutting out from. So guys, the next thing we're going to do is to extend the paper to the other side of the pattern. So the easiest way to do it is that once your paper is like this on full, you can just take your tracing wheel. I hope you all know what a tracing wheel is. Let me show you what it is. This is what a tracing wheel looks like. So you trace out the lines. So this will make these lines to appear on this other side. So that is the way I did it. So guys, then you extend to this side of the paper, like so. So now that the lines are extended, we are going to design our shawl neckline, design our pattern. That's for the design. Don't forget that you can design it as you want to do. You can make it any shape and any size, but it will be good you understand this first. Then maybe when you're making your own, you can now do it the way you want to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do from this point, I'll be measuring 4 inches from here. This is the slant line, so I'm measuring 4 inches from here, and now mark like so. And so from the center front, I'll be measuring 4 inches on the same area, 4 inches forward on the same area where I marked 4 inches for on my shoulder. Don't forget that this design has 2 sides of the shoulder. One side of the shoulder is bold, and the other side of the shoulder is not that bold. It's more like a strap. So we're working on the bolder side of the shoulder. And so don't forget, I have marked 4 inch at the slant line, and also I'm about to mark 4 inches from the center front outward, like so. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is to mark 4 inches upward from that point, like so. So guys, next thing I will do is to connect from here to that point on a straight line, like so. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing on this same line, this line is the 2 inches after my waistline. So on this line, I'll be marking 6 inches outward on the other side of the paper. That's this side of this paper. So guys, I'll be connecting with my ruler from this point to that line. Like so. As you can see, the design is coming out gradually. I hope you can see clearly, guys. And so on the chest line, I'm marking 8 inches on the other side. That's on this side of the paper, 8 inches outward, like so. So guys, I'll be connecting a straight line from that point to this point. So guys, next thing I'm going to do is to come down from this chest line point. From this point, I hope you can see what I'm saying. From this point, you'll be coming down by 1 inch, like so, 1 inch. After coming down by 1 inch, guys, I'll be connecting back from that 1 inch to my neck depth point, like so. So guys, the next thing that is left for us to do now is to prepare our strap. So to prepare our strap, you will just mark 1.5 inch on this slant line that went like this, you know. So after marking 1.5 inch, mark 1.5 again from here, you know. Just we're trying to connect it back to the neck. So you use a straight line and then link it up back to the neck line, like so, where the part where the collar is starting from. So this is the strap lines. So guys, our pattern is ready. But the interesting thing is we are not going to cut out the pattern immediately. We'll be drafting our front piece, that's on the front pieces of our fabric first of all, before we place this like so on the fabric and use this to trace out the neckline. That's what we're going to do first. So guys, now I'm going to prepare my front piece. I would like to let you know that for the front piece, you have to come down by 1/2 inch first of all. before I place my pattern on it, so that the extra 5 will be the collar area. Why I'm saying this is you have to be conscious that you are coming down by 5 inches first before placing this pattern, or before drafting out a pattern or a design on the front piece. So that implies that if you plan that the length of your outfit is going to be 40 inches, so that means you need a full length of 45 inches or more just to achieve the design, so that by the time you come down by 5 inches, you still have enough fabric to work with and still get the desired length of your choice. So guys, this is how you're going to place your chest design and shawl collar pattern on your front piece of Ankara. Now the target of this is to get the exact neckline and also to get the shawl collar. So you're going to place it like this, in a way that it will give you some space to impute your ½ inch seam allowance at the neckline. And when you're placing it, you also make sure that the beginning of the shawl collar aligns very well with the beginning of your Ankara. So just like what you're seeing, like so. That is the reason why you have to notch this part when you're walking, so that you can place it at this junction. Make sure that you place it at this junction so that it aligns. And so I've added my seam allowance. You're supposed to add your ½ inch seam allowance at this V neckline, and also at the shawl collar, and also at the top of the shawl collar because we are going to be joining at some point, and also ½ inch at this area as well. And after doing that, it is time to cut. So guys, watch me cut it out. Don't forget that before you start this process, you are going to place your front piece on your back piece, so that you can cut out the slope, the shoulder slope, and the sleeve opening, and also other parts of your bubu. That is what you're going to do. So you're going to get out. So now we have the sleeve slope, shoulder slope, and the allowance that we need. So what we're trying to get from here is just the neckline and the shawl collar. If you have any question, you can send it in the comment section. If you need clarification on this part or on what I have explained so far, you can send it in the comment section. I'll respond. The shoulder already has a seam allowance added while drafting the back piece, of this bubu. So this is it. So after doing this, I'll open it up like so, and you will see how it looks. So guys, I had to use another fabric just to explain this part of the tutorial better, so that you can understand. So this is the way it looks, this is the way it looks, this is the way it looks. So this is how it will be before you can continue the process. So guys, I'll be cutting out with a paper figure like so. I'll open my pattern like this, and then I'll quickly cut it out. Guys, after cutting it out, I'll place it on my plain fabric. Plain fabric I reserve for the short collar or for the chest design, and I will put my seam allowance all round, half an inch seam allowance on the, on it. I'll pin it, place it, put my seam allowance all round, then I'll also cut it out. Guys, this is what I have done. I have added my seam allowance all round, and I have cut out my piece ready to place it on my front piece. I have placed my plain fabric on my Ankara. So guys, but I placed it in a way, listen carefully guys, I placed it in a way that after sewing half an inch, I'll turn it to the other side. You understand? I would notch. Look at what I'm doing. Let me explain again. I placed it in a way that I'll be sewing just the neckline, that's the V-neck. After sewing the V neckline, I'll do a notch so that it will relax at this area. And so I'll now turn. You know how when you want to line an outfit now, how you line an outfit? So that's the same way I'll be turning this style. So when I'm done, I would give it a very good press. And when I give it a good press, I'll notch and make it relax, and by the time I'm done, it will appear like this. That is, it will now be placed like so. I hope you guys can understand what I'm doing. It will now be turned over to the right side like so. So I will do that. I'll take it to my machine, you know, and sew it, notch it, make it relax, give it a very good press, and I'll bring it back for you guys to see. So I've gone ahead to sew it, turn it out, and do a top stitch. Guys, if you want this outfit to come out better, you use a stable fabric like cotton, chinos, stable fabric. But if you don't want to use stable fabric and you want to use something like satin, just make sure that you iron your interface to make it more stable. The more stable this plain fabric is, the finer and smoother you have, a more smoother outcome. So guys, after doing this, don't forget I've top stitched and giving it a good press. I'll go ahead and place my back fabric right side facing right side like so. And then I'll stitch the shoulder with an half an inch allowance, guys, like so. So that's what I will do. After doing that, guys, I'll kiss this neck, this collar like this. Can you see? And I'll sew an half an inch. After sewing half an inch, then I would hold it that way. Then I'll place my back piece right side facing right side, and I'll join the shoulders, and then I would join the neck, that show collar, to the back piece with a half an inch. So guys, I actually changed my fabric to a more stable black fabric for a better outcome. So this is my finished look. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.